Hey guys, how's it going? Solo here, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about a strategy revolving around one Pokemon in particular. Yeah, that's right, whether he's famous or infamous, I'm talking about everyone's favorite unkillable squirrel, Greedant. Today, we are going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the downright annoying nature of the Jungle Invade strategy. I'm going to take you over to a game of mine that I did this strategy. We'll talk about what moves I use, what build that I went with, and yeah, just overall how to go about doing a typical jungle invade. All right, let's go over.
Ready, go!
Alright, so typically what you're going to want to do right out of the gate is you're going to want to take Tackle and make sure that you get across the map as quickly as humanly possible. It doesn't matter if you take a hit off of that Lillipup, and you're going to be far enough away that you're not going to get the experience off of it, and your jungler will still be level 5. As far as a build, I am running a attack weight, score shield, and buddy barrier. Give myself a little more sustain and a way to score all those points that I'm going to be stealing from them. As soon as you get into the jungle, first thing you want to do is make sure that you get out with something, whether it's a buff, a core fish. Basically, you want to keep their jungler from getting to level 5 at all costs. You know, most times you would want to get out with a buff, but, you know, getting out with a core fish or two, you know, still has its value. As you can see here, the jungler was too busy fighting me. I took his other core fish and was able to get out of their jungle pretty much scot-free. Go score my points and go and hide behind my teammates and get ready to go do it all over again. The reason that Greedent can get away with this specifically is just because his sustain is absolutely insane. I don't know if you've ever tried to deal with a Greedent, which I'm assuming everybody here has, but it is impossible. You have to allocate probably about like 2, 3, 4, sometimes a whole team just to try and take him out. And as I make my second pass through my new home, which I call the enemy jungle, you're probably wondering, you know, why even go with this strategy? Like, what are the real benefits of it other than, you know, keeping them under-leveled? And to be honest, it's an infuriating thing to deal with. It's more of a psychological play on the enemy team. You are just such a pain and a nuisance to deal with, and you keep taking their farm, you keep taking their experience, you keep taking pretty much everything, and they either have to deal with you or they just let you go and wreak havoc in their side of the map. Like you see here, I basically fought a Dragonair, a Score Bunny, and a Wartortle, and was still able to get out, score, and get away with more than half of my health. Like, how do you even deal with that? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, this strategy is an end-all be-all, because it definitely has its downsides. You know, having to have one person go and invade their jungle, you're putting one of your lanes at a disadvantage very early. You know, you have one person in your jungle, one person in their jungle, and only 3 people in lane. So, you know, if they recognize that very early and they take advantage of the lane that is down, your team could be in a lot of trouble. As far as the moves that I use, me personally, I use Stuffed Cheeks and Bullet Seed. I do know that there are some people that still swear by Covet and Belch. I haven't found it to be as useful since the nerfs. I also use Goal Getter. That's something that I forgot to mention before. I use Goal Getter mostly just if I end up with too many points. I like to be able to offload them very quickly. I've also seen a lot of viability out of Fluffy Tail, just because if you're contesting enemy jungle, then it basically makes it easier to secure, which, I mean, definitely 110% is viable. As far as a couple other builds, if you want to take off the attack weight and go with a focus band, you know, for a little more sustain. I've seen people use muscle band instead of attack weight. You know, there are a whole bunch of different ways that you can go about this that are 150% viable. Now, as we start rounding out to the mid game here, you're probably wondering, you know, what should I do? Like, how do I go about the rest of this game? And if there's one piece of advice I could give you, it's be mean. Take everything. You see an enemy attacking piece of farm, take it. Oh wow, that Cinderace actually got me. Fun little fact about Greedent, if you are in the middle of using Bullet Seed, it actually won't let you slot your Unite move if you get it. So if you are using Bullet Seed and you try to insta-use your Unite move, you will basically do nothing like you just saw. But yeah, like I was saying, just take what you can at every point in the game. You want to be just loading up on farm, you want to be making sure that the enemy doesn't get anything, you want to be frustrating them as much as humanly possible. You always want to make a pass through their jungle if you can, make sure that they're not getting their buffs, especially if you can take away the red buff. And admittedly, I was playing a little wild in this game. I think I spent a little too much time on their side of the map. Missed a few key team fights that I probably should have been a part of. But if that does happen, you definitely want to get value out of it. You want to make sure that you're taking their buffs in their jungle, scoring a lot of points, distracting them. You want to be sure that you're backcapping as much as possible. And by backcapping, I mean wherever the fight is, you want to be on the other side of it. And you can see here that I'm really frustrating this Dragonite. He has used his Hyper Beam twice on me, has not been able to take me out. He's actually going to chase me all the way up here. Gonna go for another Hyper Beam, gonna go invincible, and he's still not gonna be able to take me out. Oh, gonna take that from him. Work my way up towards Rotom. He's gonna hit me with another Hyper Beam, still alive. Throwing out some more berries for myself. Fighting with him, hits me with another Hyper Beam, throws his ult at me. I'm able to get out of the way of that. I throw my ult back at him, fight him one-on-one, pegging him with Bullet Seed, and I'm actually able to take him out. Like, the sustain on this character is absolutely ridiculous. Like, there is no reason that any character should be able to do that. Here I'm fighting with Blastoise over Rotom, and my Bullet Seed actually ran out at the wrong time, so I had a little last stitch effort with a basic attack. I see that they both have it handled. I go take that Gorefish from the Blastoise. Like I said, you just gotta be mean with Greedent. You just gotta basically be that schoolyard bully, except you're a Pokemon. You're schoolyard bully squirrel. Yep, so I'm just looking around, looking to see if I can get anything here. I realize that their whole jungle's gone, so I go to, score a couple of points. Think that I can score shield it, and Blastoise ends up actually breaking my score shield. I run away. Yeah, actually, I believe I get a little greedy here. And I pop my goal getter to try and score. He still stops me, so I run away for a third time, or a second time, and then I realize that the Cinderace is about to help me, so I come back for a third time, and we end up taking out the Blastoise. I'm able to get my points off, and I actually wanted to leave this goal on 3. The Cinderace apparently had other ideas, and now here my team actually doesn't make the best of plays. I don't blame them for it, but they didn't make the best of plays here. Greedent is able to get out of the enemy jungle. People like Cinderace and any other character that's a little squishier can't get out of the jungle as easy, and the 2-minute mark hits. So the whole final team fight breaks out in the enemy jungle. I run to their main goal and score, see if I can try and drag them back a little bit, and they don't bite on it. Luckily, the Decidueye realized where everyone was and started shredding Zapdos. He actually wins the fight, and I'm able to score. Everyone else actually ended up getting taken out, so I'm just over here trying to score as many points as humanly possible. The Venusaur and Serena both collapse on me. So I am between a rock and a hard place here. I'm doing everything I can to just survive, but the CC is a little too much for me, and I'm down for 34 seconds. There's only a minute left, and for whatever reason, I don't pan over to the fight to watch it. But I'm watching on the mini map, and I'm just watching our team get pushed up against the goal. and there's nothing I can do about it right now. I know that when I come back, I'm gonna have to make a play. There's no way around it. So our Cinderace goes down, our Blissey goes down, our Decidueye goes down, and so it's just me and the Sylveon. I come in and insta-ult, and me and the Sylveon just shred the last two people that are here, and I realize that there's 4 of them down, and I'm the only character alive that, well, besides me and Sylveon, I'm the only character alive. But I have the speed to make it to the enemy goal. I realize I have 50 and I realize that we're behind, but I just go and see if I can make something happen, pop my goal getter, and well, lo and behold, I get the 100 points at the buzzer, a true buzzer beater. And now at this point, I don't know if it's enough. I really don't know if it's enough. I'm just waiting on this screen, and lo and behold, that won us the game. That's why you never give up. Thanks for stopping by and watching my Jungle Invade tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. See you later.